What's going on YouTube? Jacob Marshall back with another video about bettering yourself, bettering your life. Alright. So today we're talking about 5 ultimate rules, bro. Ultimate mind rules to hold yourself to that will benefit you in the end. Alright. If you're a high drive person and you want to be successful, we all got this mindset of let's think about it, let's act on it, let's be around the right people, let's be in the right rooms, let's listen to the right people, let's be on the right social media apps or whatever it might be, bro, whatever it might be for you, right? I got 5 steps, a 5-step factor to get anything you want in this life, bro. Make sure you watch to the end, bro, because I got some major league goals in here, bro. Some major league key factors to success, to anything you want in this life, bro. I'm just the deliverer, right? I'm just the messenger, right? So let's hop right into it. Number 1, bro. Number 1 rule. Number 1 thing that you gotta understand is to control your thoughts, bro. Your thoughts are going to depict your action, right? Because when you think about something, what do you do, right? What do you do? You think about something and then you do it. You do it. So your thoughts are going to depict your actions, right? And your actions are going to depict your future. Your future, what you do, right? Because your thoughts right now, everything that's happening right now is just a depiction of what has happened in the past. So that means everything in the future is going to be a depiction of the thoughts you are thinking now. So if you are thinking successful thoughts, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to make $100,000 this month. I'm going to get 25 new clients tomorrow morning. I'm going to get all these things, right? If you're thinking that, then that is exactly what your mind is going to chase. Your mind is going to chase after that goal. Because when you think about something in your head about doing it, you kind of get that little dopamine going of, all right, I can do this. I can see myself doing this. And then when you stop imagining it, your body just craves that dopamine over again. So that's a good way to train your brain to understand that your thoughts are a depiction of your future. It's a multitasker, bro, because you're training your brain to understand that thoughts are not a joke. You can't put yourself down. And that everything you think about is ultimately going to be your demise. If you think negatively, you're going to get negative outcome. That's just how it works, right? So your thoughts are going to depict your action, right? Your action is going to depict your outcome. So whatever action you take is the outcome you're going to get. And whichever action you take is probably from the thought that you had. So make sure that you're auditing your thoughts, bro. That's key. That's step number 1. Step number 2. Have a strong why, because you can think all these things, right? You could think thoughts are powerful. You could think a lot of things, bro, but if you don't have a strong why, then it's not going to hold you to what you need to do to become successful, to become rich, to become that $100,000 making a month, bro, to get all these new clients, right? To just be the best version of yourself, right? Because that's the ultimate goal here. For me, at least, my why, bro, I was a big fuck up growing up. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about my story. I was a big fuck up growing up, right? I was a little shit. I was in and out of every school in town. I was getting into fights everywhere I went. I was a badass little jit. I was running away from class all the time. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bad little kid. And growing up, that kind of led me to believe that I had to live this certain lifestyle, this certain way in order to fit in with these people or to fulfill my own needs or to fill in the emptiness that I had inside of me, bro. And I realized that just kind of created a snowball effect, right? Isolating myself. Well, I wasn't even isolating myself. I was doing the opposite. I was hanging out with friends. I was drinking. I was fucking around with girls, the wrong girls. I was just being an all-around idiot, being a kid, right? What our day and age depicts as a kid. And this is what fucks up a lot of people, bro, is that they let other people depict what they want, right? So a lot of kids go to college because ultimately that's what their parents want. I'm getting a little off track, but just follow me on this one. A lot of kids will go to college because that's what their parents want, bro. Because so their parents can tell their friends, "Oh, my kid went to college for da 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 da." No offense to you, right? No offense to you if you go to college. No offense to you if you have anybody in your family that goes to college, right? it's a great thing if that's what they want to do. If their genuine passion is to be a psychologist and they want to go to psychology school, they should be around all the psychologists. They should be doing things every day that's going to support that need, right? Not just going to college, because being a psychologist is a lot deeper than just going to school for it. You got to know people's minds, bro. You got to know your own mind. So it's about why am I doing this? It kind of comes back to the why am I being a psychologist? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Right? And we think these things every day, right? When we're in the middle of something, we get that little heart shake, bro. And that's a why. That's what we're thinking in our head. Like, that's anxiety. That's us thinking about the future and, oh, what are we going to do here? That's us imagining the future. We got to block that shit, bro. Because like I said a minute ago, you're now literally is a depiction of your past. And your future is going to depict, or now your now thoughts are going to depict your future. So having a strong why is going to help you stick to this, right? That's step number 2. Step number 3, learn from your fucking mistakes, man. If you want to get anything in life, you better learn from the things that don't work to get there. Because, that's the definition of insanity, is doing something that you're going to expect the same outcome, right? Or you're expecting a different outcome, but you keep getting the same one, and you're doing the same thing every day. Don't do the same thing every day. And this next one goes hand in hand. So I'm gonna kind of implement these two into each other, right? So stay true to the journey, right? That's just number 1 or number 3 and 3, 3 part 1 and 3 part 2. But learn from your mistakes, right? And then stay true to your journey, bro. Ultimately, if you stay true to your journey, bro, what are we talking about? How can we not get success if we chase after dreams every day? Who failed going hard every day? Nobody, bro. Nobody failed going hard as they possibly could every day, right? So stay true to the journey, right? So if you got something depicted in your mind that you want to do in the future, don't switch up what you want to do in the future. Stick to that for as long as it takes, bro. Put in the hours, bro, because hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. So we got to remember that, bro. Just if we don't have the talent, then we can work hard. If we have the talent, we can also work hard, bro. That's just an advantage. Use your unfair advantages, right? An unfair advantage I have is I'm good with people. I have a nice face, so people like to talk to me about things, bro. People like to have not intimate, but a very, very deep conversation with me, bro. And I notice that's for multiple reasons, because I'm open-minded. I know what I want. I'm grounded. And that's about it, bro. Those are the 3 things to a good conversation. You got to know why you're having the conversation. You got to be grounded, and you got to know what you want in life, right? So learn from your mistakes and stay true to your journey, bro. That's some of the best advice I can give you, is visualize what you want every day, right? Number 4. This one's a big one. This one's a big one that you can actually visualize, bro. If you're having trouble visualizing your journey, bro, this is a good way to do it. This is a good way to figure out if you're succeeding or not. People do not like success, bro. People do not like success in your day-to-day life, dog. People are going to look at you like you're crazy because they couldn't pull it off when they were younger. And that's just the facts, man. People do not like success, bro. I can't even really speak on this too much because I deal with this so much that it's I brush it off, bro. If somebody me personally, I pitch to businesses a lot. I pitch my landscaping / window cleaning / general labor business, bro. It's a big old pitch. But what I'll do, bro, stay with me. What I'll do is I'll walk up in a business and be like, hey, I just recently started a landscaping, give the whole pitch, but they usually either respond one of 2 ways, bro, and I can always tell if they're going to dig what I'm saying or not, bro. And most of the time they're pretty chill, but sometimes, man, there's those people, bro, who just didn't do the right things when they were younger. It's usually the middle-aged guys who aren't groomed very well, bro. I don't know what it is. Don't ask me, bro, but it's always those guys that don't take care of themselves. And they'll try and they'll be like, oh, well, sorry, we're not allowing posting flyers here, and then they'll try and say something extra. That's where I turn around and I walk away, because people will like to dig into you in the littlest ways they possibly can, bro. So they'll be like, oh, well, what are you doing? Why would we want that here? And they'll just say some snarky shit like that. And those are the things that you got to shake off you, bro, because that's going to bring negative energy into your story, bro, into your story. So turn around, walk away, dog. And that's number 4, bro. That's just number 4. Number 5, bounce off of successful people, bro. You see somebody in your life and they're hustling it up, bro. Or you see somebody on YouTube, take what you like from them, write down the things you like about them, and then write down the things you don't, bro. Write down the things that you think that they do efficiently, and then write down the things that you think they need work on. And then take what you think they do efficiently and work on it. And then take what they need to work on and work on that as well. Because what can you lose bouncing off of a successful person? But that's the 5 rules, bro. That's the 5 key factors to success, bro. Y'all have a beautiful day. Stay up, stay down. Jacob out.